Hi folks, and welcome to this week's edition of All About Real Estate. As you'll know, we've been doing a series for buyers on the process of purchasing and settling and moving to your new home, and this is why we're here with Ben. G'day Ben.
G'day.
From Complete Removals. And Ben is the last stop, aren't you? You're the final guy in the whole series of move from thinking about buying a place to actually physically picking up from where you're living now off to the next place.
That's exactly right.
All right. Now, people, sometimes I hear in my industry, people say, oh yeah, I reckon we can move ourselves. You know, there's a bit of a
classic example is probably about half of the work we get is from people calling up halfway through a move saying, we've taken on too much, please come and save us now.
So the old help thing. Yeah. Now that clearly is obviously going to cost you a lot more than if you've actually prepared your move with a professional, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, it comes from the packing and being prepared for that, but also you run the risk of not being able to find someone to do the move. So if you leave it too late, the chances that will be booked out.
Yeah, I think we had a guy that got caught out with a less than reputable, we were talking earlier about reputable, a guy at Shido Park that you bailed out, I think.
Yeah, we managed to just get him out last minute. He was lucky with that one of the trucks finished early and we could go up and save him from his nightmare as it was.
Yeah. So I guess the first tip we've got for you this week is that if you're going to prepare a move, it's so much easier and it comes with enough stress of its own. The last thing you need to do is have panic on the day. Now, what sort of lead time do you guys need to plan a move correctly?
We normally advise that if you can give us between 3 to 4 weeks notice for the booking, you'll have no issues with us being booked out. Anything after that, you do run the risk that our schedules will be full or at least tight and you might not have that time.
Okay. Now, some people will say, oh, I can save a bit of money if I pack myself. And I notice you've got a box over here that doesn't look much like a packing box. Let's have a look at this one here.
So, now, as a general rule of thumb, if the box says Smith's chips or tomato soup, that's what its intended purpose of transport was. This box quite clearly is not a removal carton. It's too small, it's too flimsy, and it's only a single ply. You'll see that's quite a thin box. So if you've got your nice dinner set, cups in there, that's going to happen pretty easy with your goods inside of it.
As soon as the guy goes to pick it up, it's just going to fall apart and dinner plates everywhere.
Exactly right, and they're stacked up inside the truck. If we only put one layer of things in the truck, it would take you 15 loads to get a move done.
Right.
So once they stack up on top of each other, they'll squash under their own weight and your goods will break.
So it's not just the packing it, you've got to stack it on top of it.
Exactly.
You stack by cubic metre, don't you?
It does, yes.
Yeah, okay. So when someone gets a quote, I think you said to me locally it's done by time. You go and check out the house and then it's done by time, but if it's interstate, it's a fixed quote?
It's exactly right. So locally it'll be done per hour, so that way there's a little bit of variances in the local moves. With the interstate stuff it is per cubic metre, so that way we'll come out and estimate the exact amount of space you'll take up on the truck, therefore you only pay for what you use.
Right, okay. Now, how does someone know that the removalist is a legitimate removalist? I mean, because there are some people that stick a sticker on the side of a Pantech truck and all of a sudden you're a removalist.
That's exactly right.
So how do I know that a removalist is actually bona fide?
You need to look for some sort of accreditation.
Right.
I mean, for us, we went through quality endorsed, which means all of our systems in play have been audited, and we are audited on a regular basis to ensure what we're doing is a reputable type of work.
You've even got a little sticker on the side of your packing boxes, haven't you?
That's exactly right. So
now this is a real box. This is a box that you're meant to pack stuff in, not a Smith's Crepes box. And as you can see, these guys have got the quality endorsed sticker on the end here. It's got complete removals on the front there, so you know that this is a real deal box. Now, Ben, you were also telling me, come on in here, there we go, I'll lose you. You were also telling me earlier that if a box is correctly, if it's the right box and it's correctly packed, you can actually physically drop the box, and if it's got breakables in it, they won't break.
Absolutely. So a huge issue a lot of people come across when it comes time to move is we're running out of time and we've still got stuff to pack.
Throw everything in like crazy.
Throw everything in like crazy. Whereas you can get us out, we can pack the boxes for you. You'll save yourself a lot of time.
Right.
And the second factor, like you were saying, is a professionally packed carton of goods can be full of breakable plates, chinaware, the most fragile wine glasses. You'll be able to pick up over your shoulder like this, throw over the back like that, and nothing inside the carton will break. And we're so sure of that, we've actually got a film on YouTube proving that it can be done.
Okay. Now, in the event that, let's say the truck's driving down the road and some crazy person pulls out in front of the truck, they have to slam on the brakes and something does get damaged, are you guys insured for that?
Absolutely, that's the most important thing. That's what separates a small time removal company, that guy with that sticker on the side of his truck, and a reputable removal company, is the insurance. So there's two types of insurance. You have transit insurance, which is going to cover you against fire, collision, overturn of the vehicle while you're driving on the road. So if that did happen and the truck fell on its side and everything was damaged, you're covered for that whole load with us. The second type of insurance that really comes into its own with the removal company is the accidental damage cover. That's going to cover you against if the guys trip over while they're carrying your chair or your TV or something like that and it was broken, you're covered with us. We don't have to charge anything extra for it and you're going to be fully insured, and it's underwritten by an insurance company as well.
Cool. Now, I'll just say here, Complete Removals are the only company that I'll actually recommend as removalist. I've seen a lot of removal companies over the years. I've been in real estate. I've seen what these guys do. They actually do moves for us. We have furniture that we move around from property to property. Can highly recommend. Now, if someone wants to contact you, Ben, how do they get hold of you?
The two best ways. One, you can call us direct, and we're more than happy to deal with you over the phone.
So phone number is?
Yeah, the phone number is 8358 0212. And if you call from out of state, obviously there's an 08 in front of that. The other option is email me direct, and I'm more than happy to deal with you on email. A lot of people don't have time for phone calls these days, so if you email ben@completeremovals.com.au.
Beautiful. Right, thanks very much. Folks, that's it for this week. Next week we're going to be starting, as we said last week, we're going to be starting our investor series on how to go about getting involved in investment real estate. I'm Gary Hennessy from Professionals at Reynella, and we'll look forward to catching you next week.